The Firm Descendant is the ultimate Gooner game, and I can prove it to you. I want you to take a look at this clip.
I still remember the clip of her going up the ladder and going, damn, that game looks good. Shameless, dude. Like, actually shameless.
I'll dissolve you all.
And now I want you to tell me what color her pants were. Yes, that's right.
They were white, gray, and silver. This dude's a unit. I've watched a few of this guy's videos. Guys, this is the guy that how bangable is your favorite MMO? Okay, at BDO S tier. You can see I watched this. This guy's commentary, I reacted to this a long time ago. This guy's commentary is peak cinema. Wait, how bangable is your favorite MMO? Wait, oh shit, it's another one.
Let's give it a...
Okay, well, all right, bro. Let's buckle up. Let's do it again.
Good Lord, guys, I need to Coomer.
I never said that. I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Good Lord, guys, I need to Coomer. I need to...
That is AI. That's AI. It's not the same shirt. That was, you can see it in the mouth. The mouth is blocky. I have never said that while streaming.
Coomer so bad right now that my disco stick is aching.
I have never referred to Little Blue as a disco stick. It's never happened. I don't...
Oh man, I need to blow a load like I'm a drone over in Afghanistan.
Bro, stop. Bro, stop. Dude, stop it.
Any hospital.
Yeah.
I'm talking this vanilla gorilla is taking you down the cream stream with him kind of stuff.
Back because it's obvious that you and your -1
I am never beating the Coomer allegations. I am never beating the Coomer allegations. When this is done, I'm going to be the Lich King of the Gooners. Oh, God. These are my people. What is this shirt? What have you done? Oh, I feel like Anakin right now.
So would need another lesson in the difference between peanut butter and jam. Let's poorly disguise another lesson in MMORPG art styles while finding out which one of these massively multiplayer online games is going to have you peanut buttered up so deep inside of it that the next person to pull you out will likely be crowded.
Is that a mystic? How the f do I know that? I don't, it's not, yeah, I don't know for sure.
I'm the next king of England, all by ranking them using the only standard that matters anymore in the online gaming space. Bangability. Now just
so true though. Based take.
Like that love child your grandfather had with your mom while stone cold sober. We're gonna start off nice and slow. Old school RuneScape. That 5 polygon...
Did you guys see what he said? Slow? The image that that's crazy, bro.
The old age home.
Did you just say RuneScape? Are we talking about how bangable RuneScape, if she's down, is a crazy statement?
We're gonna start off nice and slow.
Oh my God.
Oh, old school rune.
Guys, exclamation point Jesus. Seek Christ.
That 5 polygon old age home that just keeps paying into the Venezuelan social security system with that good suck. Look, there's no nice way to say this, but by comparison, Tomb Raider with her triangle titties all the way back on the PS1 just as might as well be considered one of those hyper-realistic.
Honestly, I hope that porn advances, that one day we can get something like this.
VR games that you caught your mom playing last week, because for everything that OSRS has going for it, graphics are just not one of them. And sure, you can close your eyes and use your imagination, pretend that she's someone else for the night while she blows your back out and siphons the soul right out of your body like...
I'm so sorry, guys. If you are gooning it to RuneScape porn, it's never happening for you. I mean, I don't talk about rock bottom very often, but damn. You know, I thought that like my Tinder profile was rough, seeking female companionship, female optional. This dude's having sex with a block.
Like she's sucking a golf ball through a hose pipe with amazing crafting systems, RNG number rolls that keep you coming back like you just took a short trip to Vegas.
Oh, no, why are we gonna stop?
And let's not even get into that ultra rewarding double twist technique reward progression system. But inevitably, when you open your eyes back up, she's just gonna be that same old busted up basket case that she always was. There's so little lighting and shading in this game that paper sonotube looks 3D by comparison.
Stop.
Extra detail is more absent than your average Twitch streamer's sense of accountability. I'm sorry.
That was crazy, dude. Okay.
RuneScape plays, but these models
Oh god, dude! Actually showed a picture of Hassan.
are so low poly that they might as well be monogamous. Now, I don't even have to say that much. I could just leave it here, dump her in the bottom category, and move on. But
Yeah, that's where you're putting it.
that's not quite the whole story, is
No,
it? See,
yes, it is.
imagine you meet
No.
a girl, she's
Stop.
not that good looking,
Stop.
but whatever. You've been in a desert for the last 25 years of your life, so you figure,
Stop.
why not? Let's give
No.
it a try. Eventually, you take her home, you unzip and install her, you enter your login information, and with the two glorious pepperonis of high fidelity graphics and jiggle physics should be, instead there's just the two low poly opposable thumbs of chunky frame rate and missing visual details, or at least you were hoping they were thumbs. You've already
Stop playing RuneScape. Yet another public service announcement. You have 4090s. Fuck that. You're running a 5090 in your computer. Stop playing this game. There is better corn.
taken a step too far. There's no turning back now. Your pants are around your ankles. Your fingers are going to be going to town on that keyboard.
Oh
You
my
might
God,
not
what was the
like
picture
it,
of that
but You're
keyboard?
about to have a night to remember. See,
Bro,
those
what
clunky
was
little
that?
horror shows all over your screen are exactly why you will remember her long after she's had her way with you. She left a taste in your mouth that you just can't quite get rid of, no matter how many antibiotics you take, because somehow through sheer force of leveraging your own imagination,
This is what RuneScape players picture themselves
How
at.
many
Like,
antibiotics
straight
you
up,
take.
a homie going out to the mines to start like
Because
gathering.
somehow through-
Look at this stupid shit.
sheer force of leveraging your own imagination, old skank RuneScape made itself memorable in the worst way possible. Those clunky, low-detailed shapes, instantly recognizable after you've played this game for a month. Somehow, you always know exactly what you're looking at. Bright colors, the plain pixelated textures, the lack of shading. It's all distinctive, which makes it easy to express different themes across different biomes, areas, and even characters. It takes you back to a simpler time, before the light left your eyes as the school sports coach entered your ass. This is the exact
Wait, back up.
game that every internet MMO boomer looks back on and thinks to himself,
Yep. That truly was the golden age of gaming, when you had to click both ways to cast a spell.
and you know what? I'll say it because no one else will.
That's
I
insane.
may not remember every single vaguely humanoid object that over the years I fired my nutter butter at, but I do
Bro, dude called his nutter butter, bro.
remember distinctly the throbbing sensation I felt the first time I saw someone wearing trimmed armor. The character creator is nothing to write home about because no matter what you choose, you will look like shit. Think of old schoolgirl RuneScape as grandpa's practice girlfriend. She's so desperate that she'll do whatever you want, even if she doesn't look that great doing it. She's a great
Stop, dude.
singer with memorable melodies. She
You're putting this in the F tier, or I swear to God, I will downvote the video. On God, if this does not go in
dresses
the F
well
tier.
and understands thematic importance. She's so low maintenance, you could probably run her on a graphing calculator if you tried. And most of all, she does just barely enough to maintain
This is what the RuneScape players are doing. I knew it.
your suspension of disbelief whenever you glance over at your third monitor. I really wish that there
Wait,
was
why
more
is
to
your
say
monitor
about
on the
old
floor?
school Rapescape, but maybe, just
Wait,
maybe,
what?
that's the point of her being such a plain Jane. Maybe one of the reasons she's so memorable is because she's just so simple and straightforward graphically.
I can't even tell that your character is a she.
speaking. Maybe all those gaudy colors and missing textures won't convince you she's not hideous. And maybe it was never a she in the first place, but you'll never really be able to tell from this camera angle. And just for that alone,
I swear to God, if you put that trash next to my game, I will downvote the video. Out of this world you don't even understand, I will downvote the video.
Old Suck Rotation Scape deserves a spot right up here at the bottom of the list.
Thank God! Saved! Saved! Oh my God, stop it.
90% of the time, any of the designs you're looking at in this game are just a straight up ripoff from D&D, and not a good one. There's little to no atmospheric effects, and it's all just a static world. I mean, hell, even the rain effect is just an overlay of little pixels moving across the screen. The draw distance and pop in of this game are just miserable, even for its release period. And the only good thing I can think to say about this game is that its graphics are so bottom of the barrel that if you rammed your head repetitively into a wall, you'd probably end up with better visuals. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if outdated slut RuneScape was the reason developers kept giving us warnings to take a break every now and then.
Oh God, we can agree on this.
Go outside and to marvel at the wonder that our reality is not a collection of paper mache shapes called an MMO. Elder Stool RuneScape is just such a big, chunky, old bitch of a game that if she hung herself tomorrow, it wouldn't be considered a suicide. It would be considered a circus trick that's gone wrong. Because the reality
so based, holy based, Jesus,
is that no one came here for the view. They came here for the spectacle.
You guys made it!
Let me put it to you
okay, that was funny. Okay, all right, I'll give that one to him.
this way. She's an old ex of yours, and sure, she's memorable, but is it really a good thing that one of the main reasons you remember old Chameleon Eyes is not because she looked good, but because there was no one who was as much of a mess as she was?
Chameleon Eyes.
Let's move on before I end up telling you how I really feel. Star Wars: The Old Republic. My God, it's like BioWare had a second botched abortion. It's beautiful. This is the kind of MMO that falls into the same category as...
No, I played this game. Absolutely not. You are not gooning it to Star Wars: The Old Republic characters.
cartoonishly stylistic, not so different from other games like World of Warcraft, but without all the purple fleshlights running around. Because instead in this MMO, they're all like differently colored Skittles, and no one is gonna stop me from tasting the rainbow. The first big problem this game has, autistically speaking, is that every single time there's an object with a sharp angle, it's chef's kiss. It's on the money shot. But the moment there's any sort of curved surface, I can no longer tell if I'm looking at a texture or the wipe stains left behind by the last guy to get in here before you did. And let's not even mention the lack of minor object detailing. Part of the problem is all these hand-painted textures that are just...
Dude, there is something about this grown-ass dude with these giant legs, with these short shorts in the flip-flops, and then this crazy furry Doge t-shirt. This is a wild ride. Like, swear to God, if this guy, if Rose's extended family was like, hey man, what do you do for a living? And he just sent them this video, they would probably just never talk to him again.
Just smothered all over their low polygon models. But don't get me wrong, it's not all that bad, because much like running a train on your local police officer,
they will never know.
Being great. It's just about...
Wait, what did he just say? Wait.
All over their low polygon models. But don't get me wrong, it's not all that bad, because much like running a train on your local police officer, it's not about her being great. It's just about her getting you going in the first place. It's living out a fantasy of doing something you always wanted to do.
The worst part was that trailer actually had a hot woman in it.
Because it's Star Wars, man. Of course you want to do it. You need to live this out, even if it's just a once. It's not going to do everything you want, but
not
every
from
now and then
this
she
game,
just
though.
feels so goddamn good on the inside. And I mean, this is the Star Wars we all knew and loved, that we grew up with. You know, before she was bought out by Disney, she went and got herself a liberal arts degree and started drinking blue hair dye.
Who are you, Rey Skywalker?
She can't do that.
Look, there's no denying it. Shard Wars The Old Republic is low poly body painting texture level work with a dash of cinematic and atmospheric lighting here and there. But there's only really one way to put this for her overall art style. The vibes that she's giving off are just nearly immaculate. It's not the music because it's not that good or memorable. It's not the world because as impressive as some of the architecture is, I can recognize a Roblox reskin when I see one. And it's not even the different character models because they locked most of those behind a pay-to-win subscription model, which means it probably comes down to her overall composition rather than any of her given lackluster individual parts. I mean, you tell me, would you rather go out with a 9 out of 10 banging supermodel, but she's got a lazy eye so you can just never tell who the she's looking at? Or would you rather pick out that solid 6 out of 10 in a summer dress with 2 words?
9. Every time. You can bag it before you tag it. It's not even a question.
Eyeballs and a personality of gold who'd still be there to hold you in the morning even after you put her through another round of intergender Olympic boxing. And the only honest answer I expect to that question is neither, because Scarred Warts the Old Republic is that pony figurine in the glass jar underneath your bed. Somehow the warped plastic and dead eye.
I have never met a brony that wasn't a freak. That wasn't a complete... like someone I just don't want to be around, period. I have legitimately never met a brony that was not, there's something wrong with this person vibe.
Eyes on a too brightly colored horse toy just does something for you in a way that it shouldn't. And it's keeping you from lowering your standards to the point that you might interact with a real woman one day. The biggest disappointment this game has to offer is probably the character creator. Most of what you're choosing for your character is just a preset, but the lack of customizability isn't really the bad part. The fact that any and all of the different varieties of vaguely humanoid species worth jerking your gherkin to are locked away and completely inaccessible. And I'm personally
I'm sorry, which one of these were you considering jerking your gherkin to?
Your gherkin to are locked away and
which one of these characters were you even considering? What are we talking about? This guy's got horns. That guy's a freak that looks like he's something out of Karate Kid turned red. This one looks like they're 10 years old. That one is definitely a tiger. You can't fool me. There is just no way. Like,
completely inaccessible. And I'm personally not about to pay over $5 just to get a hold of a Togruta. But what it lacks in...
You would be surprised. People will pay a lot more than $5 for corn on the internet. You would be surprised. I don't pay anything.
Playable variety, it at least makes up for in plowable variety. As long as you're into space human beings with elephantitis who keep insisting they're aliens, you're good to go. And not even Mechanicus fans have to worry. There's a wide variety of differently shaped trash cans.
Dude. Y'all need Jesus. No one looked at R5 like that and said, would.
For you to try jam that USB plug into. They've got everything you might want, from beads to balls to a droid version of that one person you used to know in a spinal brace that you never got to blow the back out of. But unfortunately, this is where things start to go wrong, because the
Blue,
UI
hear me
starts
out.
outclassing the game world it frames. Something's not quite right here when you'd rather be slamming your clam down on this rather than this. The problem is that Shard Wars makes some of the right moves artistically, but it does it all in the wrong order. They've designed a great backdrop that fits the space-aged light dildo Jesus theme perfectly, and then they f***ed it up with the character models.
I actually completely agree with them. I played a lot of Star Wars The Old Republic when it came out. Character models were a killer.
They look like they were made out of...
But in fairness, it's an old game.
By jizz and still wet clay.
Most people that are cooming to character models that look like that are playing Final Fantasy. And the only difference is that they have cat ears instead of tentacles on their head.
Devs had so much to choose from species-wise. The chosen people, the demons capable of destroying the entire universe. That one fleshy...
What was that Mickey Mouse eyes? What the f was that?
Camel in the movie that some guy who breathes the same air as you is attracted to. But no, instead, you get uncontacted tribe man from some part of Western Africa that you've never heard of. They've given their world such a distinctive and unique color palette that...
Okay, you could probably get on board with the... I don't know what the f I'm saying anymore.
They just pop and tell you exactly what universe you're in. You'll have no problem understanding the zone, the world, or the theme of what's happening around you. And they lost the opportunity to just completely sell you on the idea of where you are. They've got all these great storyline quests with romance options that can actually go as far as your character whipping out their lightsaber and discovering an entirely new combat style.
What?
Dude, what the if you're gonna whip me like a slave in Egypt, making me do these repetitive tasks, you can at least give me the satisfaction of seeing what it looks like when the Sphinx.
There are a lot of men that want to be whipped like they're slaves in Egypt. They like it.
Is getting doggy styled by the Pharaoh once I'm done. End of the day, as much as I'm dogging on this MMO, it's not actually that different from any others that are similar in age. She's kind of like every other MMO's quiet older sister. Always there, but not always noticed. For her age, she's not bad looking, and artistically, she always behaves exactly the same way. And sure, maybe she does have a few low poly snaggle teeth that can't really be ignored, but with how much Vaseline she's rubbed into your eyes, you're not really gonna notice after a while.
Bro, he actually blurred it out. Yo, that's crazy.
Does, however, have that one singular, overarching, redeeming quality about her. Something that she managed to get just right.
Luke, did I ever tell you about the exotic alien clothing that can be found in this game? A fine piece of untouched ESRB-approved clothing.
This is crazy. There is no way you edited this in. You cut out a piece of orange cloth like a hobo, put yourself behind a green screen, and then recorded this with this giant anime ass behind you is literally insane.
From a more civilized age, barely legal in most systems. It's like a constant porno, Luke.
This is where everyone starts coming together, because for all her flaws, nothing quite makes up for it like a variety of differently skinned space bikinis. And to a lesser extent, they did at least do some justice to the male characters as well. Put all that together with a light up laser dildo fight, your own person.
I don't think they did any justice to the male characters. Look at that hairline.
Justice to the male.
Homie, just go bald. It's over. The battle was lost 3 inches ago. Like,
male characters as well. Put all that together with a light up laser dildo fight, your own personal bang pad that you can make look like whatever you want, and suddenly you're cooking with a little bit of baby oil. Alongside all those space bikinis, you've also got vacuum sealed honker approved Jedi outfits,
no. That bitch was a cat.
Bikinis, imp suits galore, space bikinis, the let's see if you fit in my foreskin dress, and of course, better than space bikinis. And as such, Star Wars, the old ratchet streetwalker that she is, belongs right here, just behind Guild Wars.
In the half chub category. No, stop it. Okay, I just want to say Destiny 2 does not belong in this category. What? There's just like two bald, but actually... Never mind, the queen is actually super hot. Never mind, I agree. This is crazy. This is insane. How is World of Warcraft above Destiny 2? You're insane. No surprise here. They're literally robots. What the is wrong with you? Absolutely. Yeah, see, he gets it.
2 at half chub, because if you happen to be a certified titty boy, this might just be the game for you. But if you're an ass man, then prepare yourself to live in a desert. The last game on this list is
I was gonna say that's Mama Leg Guy.
One that needs no introduction, because you already know who the she is, and if you don't, may God have mercy on you and every other unborn child that's going to be swimming around the inside of your keyboard next week.
Oh my God. The first descendant.
The skin.
Wait, what?
Tight.
Ain't no way you teased Mountain of Eternal Winter in Black Desert Online to lead into the first descendant, you bitch.
Skin tight, leather.
I mean, I don't disagree.
The clad church girl freak of a grandchild to the experience that is Black Desert Online.
Wait, what? Wait, no, I was on board with the first descendant too. I was already on. Wait, now I'm being edged.
And something needs to be made clear about this MMO. BDO jiggled so that one day TFD could gyrate centimeters from our face. Just because grandma...
Actually, so true. Blue, what are you doing in BDO right now? I don't know. It's kind of cute. Thought I might delete it later. I don't know. He's got us. He's got us pegged, guys.
Hasn't lost her moves doesn't mean the newer, younger hotness isn't throwing it back at 10
Did that just reach out and touch her tits?
times the speed without needing a hip replacement. Before you start complaining, I know.
I need to boot up First Descendant. This is the game I need to be playing. What the?
Calling this game an MMO is like calling your cousin's basement a nightclub because the lights flicker and it smells like semen. But if you take the time to think about it long, hard, and thick, it still fits, just barely. The Firm Descendant is the ultimate Gooner game, and I can prove it to you. I want you to take a look at this clip.
I still remember the clip of her going up the ladder and going, damn, that game looks good. Shameless, dude. Like, actually shameless.
I'll dissolve you all.
And now I want you to tell me what color her pants were. Yes, that's right.
They were white, gray, and silver.
Descendant is the ultimate Gooner game, and I can prove it to you. I want you to take a look at this clip.
Oh my god, I'm gaming! It was a shot in the dark.
Dissolve you all.
I really just wanted to watch the clip again. Yo, what the are they doing with this line down the middle? That's crazy. That's insane.
And now I want you to
what a crazy line. What is that?
Me what color her pants were. Yes, that's right. You got it wrong. The correct answer is that it doesn't matter because you're still trying to figure out how.
Oh my god. The cake on that woman is in. What the? This is what you look at when you play First Descendant? Holy!
Store your last nut in her like you're a squirrel in the winter. But if
it's actually brutal that I had already seen that image before. I don't even need to go back to see it again.
Somehow you did actually manage to get the color right on that.
Why are you gay?
I'm not gay! I'm not gay! I'm not gay. I took a shot in the dark. The previous girl's pants were white. I just took a shot, okay?
And we all pretend that any of these characters are wearing pants in the first place and not glorified body paint is because the devs needed to keep their game from being rated off or accidentally ripped my dick off when the cutscene started. Now, aside from the first diddling's obvious obsession with realistic graphics, it's not something that can be called realistic because this is sci-fi hyper-realism with unrealistic life standards like cinematic lens flares, techno-futuristic scenery, and large quantity.
This game is shameless and I love it. Look at this camera.
Life standards like cinematic lens flares, techno-future.
Look at the look where the camera cuts off at the bottom. It's shameless. It's literally shameless.
Scenery and large quantities of attractive women with big budget winning personalities. The only real way I can think to describe it is if Warframe had a baby with Black Desert, or if Destiny 2 tried to pretend like it had some dignity left when out in public. The frameless Descendant is insanely attractive from a played Resident Evil with mods perspective, but with all
chill. That's Ashley, the president's daughter, needed the mods. What do you want?
that upside does come a significant downside. There's no character creator, only a predetermined list of characters to choose from. So there's no—
Wait, really? There's no character creator at all? What did you do? What did you do?
such thing as developing your own unique little spank bank abomination.
That's not even him.
For when no one is home. Since this game was developed by the worst part of dictatorial Korea, Nexon has decided on your behalf who you will get to shotgun your semen at. But you will, whether you like it or not, crank it.
Dude, what is that in the back? What is going on here? What in the holy—
out to Bunny at least once a day. I'm not mad at the Korean devs for this. All I really have to say to them is "Ne pinisaga apayo," which I believe translates to "thank you for not behaving like the Western devils and filling your game with frumpy orangutans in wheelchairs." And you may think this means the game lacks variety and the ability to cater to a wide range of fetishes, but how could you say this is one-note gooning when there's everything from hot scientist to robo-twink?
I'm sorry, Robo Twink? Wait,
when there's everything from hot—
The hot scientist goes crazy.
Scientist to Robo Twink.
You say Robo Twink. Is that a guy? Is it male? Holy shit, that is a Robo Twink. That's insane. Maybe I am gay.
All the way down the ladder of human dignity to Californian white woman stand-in boyfriend. The reason that the first dome polishing can get away with not giving you a character creator is because all the characters they created from
Most masculine Korean man. That's insane.
you are great on their own. They're unique, instantly recognizable as playable or complete trash, and have all the correct gelatinous physics
I was about to boo physics. Oh, yeah, she's beating on a drum. She's beating on something.
applied to them, save for all the male models. And what really sells the idea of picturing your grotesque, unshaven form pressing itself against one of these characters is the environment they've been placed within. It's not expansive, it's not widespread, but it does perfectly suit the creations in the world, because there's just no cognitive dissonance being experienced between wanting to bang this open box and wanting to bang this one instead. The environment
I have a massive amount of dissonance.
matches the world described, which matches the characters and their behavior within it. It's all a great continuum
That's a
between
cool
Step
grenade.
1 and Jiggle 2. The UI is not overly flashy or distracting from the important parts of the game, but not underplayed either. Music is okay and sets the theme well enough, but it's not anything you're gonna
Maybe I should try this game, like unironically. People have said that I should try it.
remember
I'd probably be pretty successful in
after
here.
you wake up covered in shame. And for the most part, the in-game graphics match the cinematics. If this video was about gameplay, longevity, and treating your players like they're not little pay piggies, this would be an entirely different judgment call. But it's not. It's about whether stationary ass looks as good
Holy
as
shit, that was oddly hot. Did you guys see that? That was weirdly attractive. I think I've seen that in a hentai somewhere before.
ass moving at lightning speed. And in this case, it does. And before you think that the entire budget of this game went into cock blocking you with VS's default skin, I want you to take a look at this boss over here. Is this thing not a beautiful abomination of graphical mastery, still worth mashing your meat into?
Are you crazy? Wait, does that thing have a penis? Are you crazy? What the?
Now, I could waffle on about the backdrops, the landscapes, the little glowy particle effects, the
Honestly,
significantly
it looks pretty like a good game.
clear visual indicators. But I think that deep down, both you and I know that there's two gigantic reasons why none of
Technically, there's 4 on the screen right now. 6, really, if you're in the way.
that really matters. And as such, I think we all know that it's
Don't you dare! Well, honestly, it's fair. I'm gonna be real. It is fair, guys. You just have to be fair. It's just fair. Fair is fair. BDO's 10-year-old game. You know, what are you gonna do?
just about time that video moved its flabby little grandma bingo wings a little bit over to the
You shut your whore mouth about my Dark Knight.
left so that we can go ahead and crown the new monarch of the motorboat. The fapping descendant is
Mafu.
that we can go ahead and crown the new monarch of the motorboat. The
The monarch of the motorboat is
fapping
a
descendant
crazy
is
statement.
desperately lacking when you look at anything that involves gameplay or variety. But the one thing that you cannot accuse it of is that it wouldn't leave you beating your meat like it owes you rent money. And I can't wait to see what character they're going to release next into the game. If I haven't read the patch notes wrong, I believe that the next one added in, her name's going to be... As always, big
Yeah.
thank to my subscribers, both old and new. And a special thank to the Coomers, Gooners, Doomers, and Zoomers, who still, for some godforsaken reason, support me over on Patreon.
This guy is based as bro. This video needs more views. It came out an hour ago, though. If he had not asked me to watch it immediately, normally I wait to watch stuff like this. I promise I will not put out the react on YouTube until it's had time to ramp. Guys, please go interact with the video. My God, I want to be clear. I don't know why he sent it to me. I don't know why he would send a video like that to me. Nothing about me says that I'm a Coomer. Except maybe what's over my right shoulder. And maybe a little bit what's over my left shoulder. And maybe a little bit of that. But aside from those three, aside from these three obvious things, God, she's gorgeous. I don't even know. Why do you even play other games? Straight up, like, why do you even play other games? Straight, like I don't even understand it. Definitely, guys, go sub. Go give it an upvote. Holy, yeah, the Afghani hospital was crazy. Dude, the reason this guy is so good is because his analogies and shit are just absolute cinema. Oh my God.
There's more at the end of the vid.
Wait, really?
Well, Daddy's back to creating videos this year. Anyway, more content soon. Bye.
Chat, this is such a garbage take and everyone knows it. There's not a single BDO character whose inner thighs I wouldn't use to polish my immaculate forehead.